guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am sitting outside of my doctor's office waiting to go in for my 36-week appointment. This one is probably the worst because you have to do the GBS testing where they do a little swab and let you know if you are positive or not. Last time with Miles I was positive, but that doesn't necessarily mean I will be again, so we will see. Yesterday was also my last day of work before I go on maternity leave, so everything's just starting to feel so real. We're having a growth scan at this appointment, so that's going to be fun. It's probably going to be our last ultrasound unless something comes up. We're also going to know how big they estimate baby to be at birth. And these aren't exactly accurate because I had one done with Miles and they thought he was going to be like 10 pounds, but he was still pretty big. He was like 8, 9, but they have like a 10% margin of error for those. So this will just be like an estimate. I'm a little early to my appointment, and I figured I would do a pregnancy update because it has been a while. As far as symptoms go, last night I am pretty sure I started to lose at least a part of my mucus plug. It was during one of many nightly bathroom runs when I was sitting there and I swear I heard something like plop out. And I know that's like way TMI, but I feel like with pregnancy all that stuff just goes out the window. Whatever. So that may have happened. I'm going to ask my doctor at the appointment to see, I don't know if they can like check and let me know if that really happened. And it doesn't necessarily mean that like labor is anytime soon either. So losing it is kind of like, yeah, you're getting closer, but I mean, it doesn't really mean anything. I'm also officially packed for the hospital, so I'm going to be filming that video to show you guys like what we're bringing for myself. I already filmed one with what I'm bringing for baby Hunter, so if you haven't seen that, I will leave it linked down below so you can check that one out. And I'm just pulling up my Pregnancy Plus app. It says you are 36 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and I have 3 weeks and 5 days left, which seems unreal. So the average weight of a baby at 36 weeks is 6.3 pounds and the length is 19.13. So we will see after my appointment if my baby is on track for that. Like I've mentioned before, bigger babies tend to run in my family, so I would not be surprised one bit if she is ahead of this estimated weight and length. Miles was 8.9 pounds, which to me I thought was like the perfect size, and then I think he was 21 inches if I remember correctly. So I mean, he was definitely on the larger side, but to me he wasn't like huge or anything compared to me when I was born. 11.5 pounds, like I don't even know how long I was, but there's a picture of my sisters visiting me and my mom at the hospital right after I was born, and they're sitting on the bed holding me, and I am literally like, I go across the length of both of their laps. Like I look like a giant child laying on their laps. So I don't know, maybe I'll have one of those, we'll see. Also, during the growth scan, they're going to be checking to see if her head is down. We're like 99.9% sure at my last doctor's appointment when they find her heartbeat and stuff. She's really, really low down in there. And so they're not like 100% sure, but just based off of where they find her heartbeat, they're pretty sure she's like dropped down and like in position. I still feel like I'm carrying pretty high, still feeling pretty out of breath, and yeah, so I don't really know if she's dropped or not, but I do feel movements from her like pretty low, so I have no idea. I haven't experienced any heartburn in a long time, probably since like early second trimester I was having some heartburn, but I really haven't been experiencing much until recently. I would say just like the last week or so, I have to just be extra careful about what I'm eating at night, how much I'm eating, and even still, like there's a good chance that I'll feel a little bit of heartburn. So I've been taking Tums for that, and it really helps. It's funny the things that you miss towards the end of pregnancy. Like I literally fantasize about just being able to like move around easily, like bending over, picking things up, laying on my stomach. Sleeping on my stomach again is a huge one. Just being able to roll over and not have it be like such this major effort getting out of bed like 1,000 times to pee, and just it's always like so much work to get out of bed. So I'm just looking forward to having my pre-pregnancy body back. That'll be nice. I've also had the hardest time sleeping, you guys. My sleep schedule has been really off, but I've just been trying to listen to my body and do what it wants to do and take it easy. So as soon as I put Miles to bed around like 8 o'clock, that's where I want to be as well. So I'll either take a bath or just go right to bed, and I won't necessarily fall asleep, but I'll just like watch shows, and I just want to be laying down and comfortable. But then I wake up literally like clockwork at 4 a.m. every day, like wide awake. So as much as I'm not loving that, I just feel like I need to listen to my body right now and do what it needs me to do. And also my sleep schedule is going to be so whacked after this baby comes, so I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna do what feels right. I feel great during the day. Like I don't feel like super tired because of my weird sleep schedule. Like I think it's kind of evening out and it's just fine. Alright, so that was just a little update. I'm gonna head into my appointment right now. I'm going to hopefully see if Ryan can get some footage from our ultrasound, even though we're not supposed to, but we'll see what I can do. And I will come back and update you guys with how it all went. Okay, so I'm still trying to wrap my head around what just happened at my appointment. It did not go really according to plan or how all of my other appointments have been going, which is like everything has been status quo. So when I was in a week ago, she was head down and it was just a normal appointment. I was 3 centimeters dilated at that appointment, and they only checked me at 35 weeks because I told them I was having a lot of contractions and they wanted to just see what was going on. And so I was 3 centimeters dilated last week, and so they scheduled me for an ultrasound this appointment. And during the ultrasound, she is now breech. She flipped back, so she's head up now, which is not a good sign, and especially because I wanted to try for a VBAC, and now they are talking about scheduling a C-section because they will not do a VBAC if she's breech, obviously. I have been feeling some weird movements that made me think, like, if she's head down, how am I feeling all these little like jabs? But I guess that explains it. And then also my fluid is high, which I've only ever heard of like risks and stuff when your fluid's low. And she showed me the graphs and everything was on track until just this past week. Like her weight shot up. She's measuring 7 pounds 6 ounces currently. She's just measuring big, like really big. My waters, I guess, are really full, which means that you can go into labor very easily and very fast. And if your waters break, I guess there's more risks if you have high levels. So I have to come back next week and they're gonna do another ultrasound. She said I need to drink a lot of water, which she said was weird to think like you have high fluids and you need to drink more water, but drinking water and just resting is the only things that I should really be doing. She said no sex, no walking, like excessive walking, just trying to relax and take it easy. I asked her if there was anything I could do to try to encourage baby to flip back around, and she said not really, besides just resting and drinking a lot of water. So next week, if she's still breech, we need to schedule a C-section at 39 weeks, which I'm really bummed about because I really wanted to try for a VBAC this time, but I have always kind of been like mentally prepared for it. But at the same time, this pregnancy has been going so smooth and like everything was on track to have a VBAC, and it just stinks that so much could change in a week. There's like 3 things that are major red flags for me to proceed with a VBAC. So I just feel like unless something really dramatic happens between this week and next week, a C-section is probably what's gonna have to happen, which I don't know. I still haven't really processed it, but the good thing is she's healthy. Everything looks great on the ultrasound. Her heart's perfect. Everything looks great. They keep telling me she has a lot of hair, and she was kind of laying on her side, and where she was kind of like bent this way, you could see all these little like chunky fat rolls, which is so cute. So she's healthy, and that's the most important thing. I'm just honestly a little caught off guard because like I said, everything had been going so smoothly up until now. So I just need to really relax and try to not go into labor until, I guess, at least next week, she was saying. So yeah, oh, and I'm also still 3 centimeters, so that's also good. I didn't progress anymore. I'm not like even thinned out or anything, so at least that's good. I told her I thought I might be losing part of my mucus plug, and she said that's normal and it doesn't necessarily mean, you know, that's labor starting anytime soon. So basically I just need to relax, drink a lot of water, and hope for the best. If you guys could send me positive vibes and hope this baby girl decides to flip back down so we can try for a VBAC, that would be awesome. And I will update you guys and keep you in the loop of what's going on. Thanks for watching. Bye.